Yeah, you are, Bozo.
Thanks, Caleb, for letting him know.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Autopod Decepticast. This is your weekly podcast that delivers a minute-by-minute breakdown of the 1986 Transformers movie, and this is episode 61. We've broken the hour mark. We're covering the 1 hour and 1 second mark to the 1 hour and 1 minute mark. This is going to get harder to say as time goes by. Very fun. I'm going to have to get a new vocal rhythm going on here. This is your host, Aaron, talking, and with me are two gentlemen that I pal around with from time to time. We used to hang out a lot, pulling off petty crimes and kidnapping operations on behalf of well-connected elites, but then one day, a mysterious man came into our world. Wearing all black, he first vanquished Caleb, both in left and right-handed swordplay on rocky terrain. Then this very man defeated me in what I thought it was my one true talent of hand-to-hand fisticuffs, and finally, he outwitted Ryan in a mental battle sure to go down in the history books. Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves and make a case for why Princess Bride is not the best movie of all time.
Inconceivable! That is... What took you down the Princess... This is Ryan, by the way. What took you down the Princess Bride path? Just like that movie?
I think that I've kind of gotten down this theme of trying to have these intros tied to nostalgic elements.
Sure,
from
I love
our
it.
generation.
Have you watched?
Who are you?
Anybody want a peanut? I'm Caleb. Have you guys watched the on Netflix the Andre the Giant documentary?
I have not.
No.
Very good.
Oh,
Yeah?
I'll check that out.
Very good.
Andre.
And I don't think there's anything bad that I can say about The Princess Bride. I wore that movie out on VHS. There's only one other movie that I've watched more than Princess Bride.
Road Warrior?
That would be The Road Warrior.
Not to 50!
It's like a perfect movie.
It's
It
pretty
is.
great.
It's a brilliant.
And speaking of, there are a shortage of perfect breasts in the world. It would be a pity to damage yours.
Yeah.
Why didn't Carrie Elwes become like a megastar? Was that movie not popular at the box office?
I
That's
feel
a
like
good
it probably
question.
didn't do great. I
it's
don't
such
know
an
for
awesome-
sure.
everybody-
We have it at our fingertips, but he actually is kind of a middling actor that is serviceable, but not a star.
He was strong in Glory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
he has acting chops.
And he kind of made a small, I guess you would call it a comeback with Saw.
Well, don't call it a comeback.
Yeah.
He's been here for years.
Yes. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
The acting was so great in this movie. You had
It was written. It was written
Let's rock
really well.
the stars. Carrie Elwes, Mandy Patinkin,
Who I hear
of
is a
course.
nightmare to work with.
Oh well, let's get into that. Who was Chris Sarandon?
He is the
Oh,
prince.
that's right, the prince. Christopher Guest, of
The
course,
six-fingered man.
Andre the Giant, Robin Wright became huge after this. Peter
Peter
Falk.
Falk.
Excuse me.
Let me ask you a question.
Excuse me.
I just have one more question.
Which eye you want to look into?
Fred Savage, of
And
course.
Billy
and-
Crystal. And Mark Knopfler did the music, which is interesting because, actually, I was confusing him with Mark Mothersbaugh, but both of them apparently do lots of film scores. Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo and Mark Knopfler, of course, from Dire Straits.
Yes.
Directed by Rob Reiner. I mean,
Carrie
it's-
Elwes should have been a bigger star. He was super handsome, charming. Like, why he wasn't in...
I remember him.
He never got a
being,
headliner.
But him being favorably compared to, now I'm blanking on the dude's name. The guy who played Robin Hood.
Kevin Costner.
No, old film star.
He had the same kind of presence.
It's like a 1920s, starts with an R.
Hold on, I'm gonna find this so that we don't completely.
Damn it.
This has already put a
Robin.
big dent in the flow of the
It's
show.
true. I'm sorry for.
But I forgot you did bring up, like, Carrie Elwes did do Robin Hood Men in Tights, and
Yes.
that was pretty sure
I think
that
I
was a
said
big
Prince of Thieves
comedy hit,
actually, but I meant Men in Tights.
But the film was so Princess Bride was a modest success. It grossed $30.8 million on a $16 million budget.
so yeah, that's
Rotten
a-
Tomatoes, it's 97% fresh. You can't talk shit about this movie.
Absolutely.
Who I want to figure out who gave it a poor
The
review.
3% that are
And
like,
write-
not for me,
That's
thank
right.
you.
I'm gonna write.
I don't like things that are
letter.
good and fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where it's like Back to the Future or Ghostbusters, where it's like, if you don't like this movie, maybe you just don't like movies.
Or yourself. Or
Or yourself.
like just kill yourself.
Maybe you're in a bad situation. Oh, I'm not advocating that. Aaron's views do not reflect the Autopod Decepticast.
Yeah, Ryan's don't either.
Caleb, before we wrap it up, have you figured out who?
Errol Flynn!
Okay. Good job, Ryan.
Thank God.
Last episode on the Autopod Decepticast, we saw a pretty intense action sequence with a hot rod enabled whirlpool, and as we discovered, actually a hot rod and cup enabled whirlpool. I wasn't giving him enough credit, which launched the fellas out of the tank into a full on battle royale with the Sharkies, getting run down, tail torn, bonk bludgeoned, and punched square in the teeth, which is where this minute ends up, or begins, I should say. And so right at the hour and 1 second mark, now you'll recall...
One might say hot rod on the heels of the last minute. I didn't pre-prepare that.
Sorry I didn't give you an opportunity to bust out that gem. So the hot rod has just smacked a Sharkticon in the mouth. It's dropped.
him.
And as we start this minute, the Sharkticon raises. And you can tell something's probably...
He's not looking good.
probably wrong with this guy.
He's looking messed up.
He looks a little like an old man with. He reminds me of the Family Guy whistling,
yeah.
old, like pervy old man.
Where you going with that muscly arm?
Yeah. So at any rate, he opens his mouth and his teeth just shatter like
Fall out
a
of his-
broken window pane out of his
Is it
mouth.
time for my mush?
It's not doing good there.
So we see a little quick surroundings, and they appear to. I mean, they don't really show emotion, but to the best of their ability, the Sharkticons seem to be shocked by this. But quickly, a more menacing sort of tone comes upon us, and backed on the defanged Sharky.
He slashes out at Hot Rod, yeah.
Yeah, he takes a swipe. Hot Rod dodges very well. And he hits one of his homies, tearing the metal armor from his steel skeleton.
Pretty gross.
I like it.
It is really cool, but yeah, he shreds the other
exposes
Sharkticon's
his-
face, and like it falls away to the inner workings, kind of like we saw whenever we saw the scan of Megatron at Unicron when he was rebuilding him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're watching it in frame by frame here. It's a very cool sequence. So all of a sudden, an uncountable mass of Sharkticons just overtake Cup and Hot Rod.
Well, there are more Sharkticons than they have photon charges, so the Sharkticons jump and dogpile on our heroes. And
Is it over for this dynamic duo?
Will Prime die?
So you see another great angled illustration shot from the floor up upon the Quintesson prosecutor who's getting caught up in the action. He yells "execute them," which I think is redundant. You don't think you need to yell that, but I know I'm being picky
He's
here.
he's
He's just getting
panicking.
excited. It's like watching a ball game and talking shit to the players.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just like that.
And there's kind of a rumbling that comes from it seems like it's coming from the entryway behind him. The golden door shakes and falls flat on top of this son of a bitch. Squish.
Which the writhing tentacles
That is
were
an
about
awesome
a
animation.
minute or 1 hour 17 seconds. It's really kind of weird and creepy.
I mean, I remember killing bugs as a kid.
Well,
And that's sort of, I know it's not, Ryan will definitely take problems with it, and I hate to do it today, but I still do occasionally. I can't capture everything. And if it's a recluse spider, I'm just going to kill it.
well, that actually has some danger possibilities, sure. Especially since I have a little dog, that I will do as well. But I learned recently that people who capture spiders and release them outside, but it turns out like 90% of spiders you find indoors were born indoors, so they can't survive outside. And I'm like, now what am I fucking gonna do?
You just have a box of spiders.
I just have to, I have a spider box. God. That's the name of my band, Spider Box. I just have to release them into the basement, so I have arachnophobia going on in my
Good Lord.
downstairs.
Yeah, that tentacle animation, though, just from a technical
the whipping is
standpoint,
pretty cool.
That tentacle animation is very cool.
The double T.
They do a really good job with that. Mm-hmm. So we got the Dinobots, Slag, Sludge.
Yeah, Return of the Dinobots.
Slag apologizes, I'm assuming sarcastically, to the Quintesson.
Excuse me.
And then Swoop flies in with Grimlock right behind, iconically, carrying Wheelie on his back. And guess what? These guys came to party, fellas.
Finally, like, we see the Dinobots doing something, like, effectual.
Right, yeah, I know. Like, during the battle sequence, I mean, they did try to fight Devastator.
They did.
And got their asses kicked. Then they were just assholes while getting attacked on Earth.
Although Sludge did kill the only Decepticon kill we have in this movie.
And so, yeah, you're right. Now they're actually contributing.
So we only had to wait an hour to see Hot Rod, Daniel, and the Dinobots finally do something useful.
That's right.
Basically.
Hot Rod was starting a little earlier than that. Let's give him a little credit. So the Sharky mask diverts its attention from Hot Rod and the cup towards the Dinobots. Let me get caught up.
Also, if you'll notice, like, it's random between whether the Sharkticons have 3 fingers or 4 fingers.
Oh, really? Does it jump back and forth?
It does jump back and forth. Like, whenever he slashes, he has, like, 3 fingers and a thumb. And then, like, in the shot we just saw at 1 hour, 30 seconds, they have 2 fingers and a thumb, like the Ninja Turtles.
Or maybe some of them have more. Maybe they're mutants.
That makes perfect sense.
Why not?
I'm going to go with that.
The Quintessons are experimenting. Should it be 3 or 4 fingers?
It's like,
That's the Quintesson voice? Should it be
Maybe-
3 or 4?
yeah, or maybe later they'll reveal a Sharkticon that has the 5th finger.
That is why Caleb Carter is in this podcast.
For every 7th episode, he makes a great comment.
I try.
So the Dinobots are approaching the scene here, and a group of 5 Sharkticons look genuinely terrified as a giant reptilian hoof just smashes them.
Kills like 4 of them.
And Wheelie pops one in the ass with his slingshot. He's got to contribute a little bit here. That Sharkticon runs towards Grimlock as if he's going to do something. Grimlock roars at him. It's safe to say that the Dinobots have the Sharkies here shook.
That's absolutely. I do also love the shot from inside Grimlock's mouth.
That's a cool artistic choice there.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
got the teeth. You think you got
I got
teeth?
the teeth.
Check out my teeth.
Look at his. We're paused at We're paused at 1 hour and 46 seconds. What a goofy angle of Grimlock's mouth. He really does have a dopey face.
Well, they do here. They're like really trying to accentuate the teeth. I mean, the teeth count. The teeth count vary from shot to shot too.
Absolutely.
So Wheelie at this point hops off of Grimlock. Swoop flies into the frame, holding onto a Sharkticon.
Yep.
And releases
With his
it into a
hands.
large group. Yeah. I just noticed.
I didn't notice that before
for the
either.
first time.
That's weird.
Swoop is flying in with a Sharkticon, and instead of using his like back
Feet?
claws, his feet claws, he's using his robot hands.
We're at a-
That's something you do see from time to time, the interaction of robot mode and alternate mode. But I did not ever recognize it was happening in this
that's
movie.
at an hour 49 seconds. Swoop is coming in holding the Sharkticon with his robot arms, and usually the combination of robot mode and alt mode infuriates me because it's usually like Scourge with his stupid fucking head sticking out of his body, or Octane with his head sticking out of his body. But this actually is a case where it's, oh yeah, of course, that's useful.
I mean, if you can do it and need to do it,
Yeah.
why not do it? But how come we didn't see Optimus Prime driving down the street in truck mode more often, with
his
his arms
arms
just sticking?
outstretched?
Maybe he's clotheslining some people or something.
Well, I think because his arms hold his wheels. Like,
Only in the toy.
well, it's a mystery that will never be solved, I guess. This is a case where they're not even cheating. Like Swoop's arms don't have anything to do with his alt mode. So
That's true. I mean, they just would tuck into the side of his torso
Yeah.
there, as per my version of Swoop. Fans Toys soar.
Yes.
That we'll say. Shout out to Fans Toys. So last episode I talked a little bit about a bowling sound effect, and if there's any perfect time for it, this would be it, because Swoop releases that Sharkticon into a large group, and as far as I'm concerned, he gets a strike, buddy.
Well, I mean, he hits like 4 other guys.
Listen,
so.
some Quintessonian
5-pin
bowling is a
bowling.
4-pin game.
I got it. And then we see a shot, all the Sharkticon shrapnel.
It looks like the Sharkticons have turned gray post. Well, maybe not. I see a purple face
yeah.
over here. All right, I was trying to
This
work
one's-
that in.
That one's pretty jacked right there.
We're paused at an hour at the 53-second mark, and
The
that's
ones that are
kind of
down are down.
horrific.
Yeah,
it's pretty
the
brutal.
carnage of Sharkticon death that you see as Hot Rod and Cup are both kind of recovering. You see Grimlock in the lower quarter of the screen, and he's just like, "Hey, I saved your ass." And so Hot Rod and Cup stand up, surrounded by piles of Sharkta junk, as well as some live yet still stunned Sharkticons. And that's where Hot Rod says, "I never thought I'd be so happy to see those big bozos." And Grimlock says, and I'll just finish the line even though it goes over the
cuts.
minute. Me Grimlock, no bozo, me king. And that is where the minute.
And we start to see, actually, if you look behind his
Over
head,
his
some
shoulders.
alicons coming up over the ridge.
I never know that doesn't play into this
Not
movie
at all.
at all. But I guess they're just like, "Fuck, I'm glad I'm not down there. I'm
yeah.
not gonna help."
I mentioned before I had to the version of the movie that you had given to me, Aaron. I broke it, and so I had to get it off of YouTube, and so I had a bit of an overlap here where I did a lot of talking about how the Grimlock being king.
You purchased
line-
that movie off YouTube.
I
right?
did buy it. I
All
did
right,
buy
good.
it. I
All right,
purchased the
'cause you're
30th
not a
anniversary.
Video pirate.
That's right. I want to pay our contributors for their work.
FBI warning.
I'm so scared.
All right, thanks for that. So, how off is it, second wise? At this
It's
point?
it's like 22 seconds off, so
Oh, Jesus.
I have to kind of
I
like
want to
do
see
math.
what is the accounting for that.
It's just stuff in the beginning
Is
because
this
it doesn't. It
extra
starts out
logos?
with like advertisements, there's an extra. I don't even remember what it is. It's not an advertisement, but it's an extra like bumper for some company or something that presumably helped put it out or whatever.
Gotcha.
So instead of the De Laurentiis logo, it starts with a different one, and then it goes into the De Laurentiis logo.
Is this the first mention of Grimlock being king?
Yes.
Do we get to understand more of why he's saying that?
And he's just being boastful.
Like, where did he get that in his head along the storyline here?
It is introduced here, although I will say, and this is where I went down this whole rabbit hole of Grimlock in the books, in the comic books. He wears a crown. for
I'm aware of that.
a large portion of it, and is leader of the Autobots pretty early
He
on.
wears the crown when he becomes.
But I'm just trying to figure out.
He doesn't
like,
just wear it all the time.
where did that be? Why did they include that here in the movie?
I don't know, because that's not in my script either of anything about the. I don't think.
I mean, I think he's just negating. He doesn't like being called a bozo, and he's just a king. Calling
Yeah.
yourself a king is just like saying,
You're a boss.
I'm better than that, right? So that's all. I don't think it has any connection to the Marvel universe. It's just a statement affirming his,
okay.
his alpha status.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I do think, though, in the books, he does start wearing he might wear the crown as being like king of the Dinobots before he becomes the Autobot leader, but I'm not for sure on that. That's like
I've read it all recently, and I'm relatively
Okay,
sure he
so I might
doesn't
be
start
wrong.
wearing it until he becomes the Autobot.
which the
leader,
way he
but
becomes Autobot leader is fucked up, but
I'm trying to. Well, and I had just read it, and now I'm trying to remember. I mean, Optimus Prime dies. They ultimately Grimlock tries to take control
Mm-hmm.
by force, but then the Autobots reject him. But then the Dinobots came back and saved him out of a situation. I can't rember what that situation was.
They
it's-
put the reverse button.
well. Yes, absolutely reverse polarities. Actually, what it is Grimlock then plans, after they reject him, he plans to attack the Autobots and take leadership. But then Ratbat sends Trypticon to attack, which is it's so funny because also this is more of Ratbat being like a manager, because he's like, it ends up being Trypticon gets recalled because he's overstayed his like fuel.
Oh yeah,
Like
Ratbat-
allotment.
Ratbat's such a chief financial officer.
Yeah, but basically they come, and whenever they're going to attack the Ark, they see Trypticon. The Dinobots see Trypticon attacking, and then it has something to do with a human that Grimlock encountered, and he was impressed with her because she wasn't afraid of him. And then basically Grimlock starts attacking Trypticon, and the rest of the Dinobots join in, and so the Autobots elect him leader because he saved them, even though he was like, oh, Trypticon's doing our job for us anyway.
Like just earlier in the episode or in the issue, he was gonna attack them, and then they made him leader. But then that quickly turned out to be a mistake because he was not a good leader.
No.
He was trying to hunt down Goldbug and Blaster, because he felt they were traitors.
Because they bugged out because they're like, this guy's not going to be a good leader.
Right. It's like what we should all do right now, right, guys?
It has no parallels with our current leadership.
Honestly, Grimlock in the comic books as Donald Trump is a very great.
It is. It's a very
allegory.
might makes right.
I'm surprised Donald Trump doesn't wear a crown.
I am too.
So enough about that. I think it's time to get into our Deviations. As the listener no doubt knows, Aaron goes first.
Yes,
Me.
always.
And my script does not actually have that much different. It's closer to the movie. It doesn't really. The main difference is it really doesn't go into detail about the specifics of the action that we see on screen. Really, it sums everything up in one statement of Cup and Hot Rod are overrun. There's no grand entrance with a door flattening the prosecutor. It does say there is a, quote, war whoop, and then the Dinobots just appear. Sludge is swatting Sharkies with his tail. Grimlock is eating them. Slag is barreling into them. And Swoop is basically doing what we see on screen. There's no mention of Wheelie and his slingshot, which is fair because despite the fact that we see Wheelie attack, it doesn't really do anything.
No.
We don't really need him.
It's just an irritant.
Yeah, it does appear
Pretty worthless.
that way. Yeah.
So, anyway, that's it.
This is
Jet?
pretty different. So if you remember from last time,
I'm excited because the last one was a little bit of a tease.
Yeah, if you
wasn't much going on.
It's more of a gladiatorial situation, and Hot Rod was pinning one of the Quintessons against the wall, while Cup was still down in the fray with the rest of the Sharkticons. Cup is now fencing here and there with a line of Sharkticons and says, "They won't stay back much longer, Rod." And I'm like, don't call him that. That's stupid.
Rod.
Even Rod Serling hated it when people called him that.
And then there is some more back and forth between the Quintesson and Hot Rod. Hot Rod says, "Get back and stay back, or I'll take apart this phony judge." And the lead Quintesson says, "How frightening." He rotates to smiling face. The lead
Wait,
Quintesson...
that's a different Quintesson than the one.
No, it's the one
Hot
he's
Rod-
holding.
Okay.
And he says...
So you said that these were the bipedal Quintessons, but
They still have rotating faces.
They
yeah.
still have rotating faces. Okay.
Okay.
And here's where the lead Quintesson's head suddenly flies up and away from his neck, and the rest of his body falls with a clatter to the floor.
You don't need that body.
Nope.
Oh, I like this.
And he flies out and flies away. Another Quintesson shoves out a new body and neck, onto which the lead Quintesson's head flies and locks itself, where he says, "Now carry out the sentence, devour them!"
That's so interesting. I can see how that evolved.
Exactly,
To
yeah,
where
absolutely.
we ended up. That's crazy. That's awesome.
And then Hot Rod joins Cup at the bottom, and he says, "Well, it wasn't a bad try." "Aye, lad, not bad at all." There's more fighting between them. And then there's an angle including Quintesson, and then there's spectators and prisoners in the jail cells and stuff.
I would have liked more of that in what we saw on screen.
Well, there's the prisoners, including a huge robotoid warrior of glass with iron fittings, rattle the gates of their pen and shout encouragement to Hot Rod and Cup. Ad-libs of "keep fighting, get as many as you can," etc. The Sharkticons are closing in. Cup says, "Till all are one." The battle on, and then there is a sudden wail where Swoop dives in with a screech, scoops up Hot Rod and Cup. And the prisoners in their pens, they shake their cages with more encouragement, and then the gates glow red, flame, and explode away to reveal Grimlock standing there, who's let them all loose, basically. And he says, "Fight!" And then on the huge glass warrior, as he roars and breaks the paling off the gate, runs to the arena and skewers 1, 2, 3 Sharkticons as other prisoners stream out and attack. And there's a bunch more fighting, and then Hot Rod says, "Let me down, Swoop. I want to kick some Quintesson." And Swoop swoops laser breath across the arena, striking the fleeing Quintessons. And Cup says, "They're finished, Roddy. It's over."
Ronnie.
Yeah, Roddy. I don't like it. And then on Grimlock, Wheelie riding his head, using his sling. and he roars and destroys the grandstand with one sweep of his tail, casting remaining Quintessons into the arena. And the Sharkticons turn away from the Dinobots, prisoners arriving, and clacking furiously start closing in on the Quintessons.
Okay, the tables have turned.
So a little peek into the next minute that we're going to have as well.
I also really liked the game Goonies 2.
What?
Talking about the sling.
Okay.
I was like thinking about the evolution of sling to slingshot, and then for some reason it reminded me of Goonies 2.
I don't remember Goonies 2.
You never played that game?
I might have. I don't recall
it.
it.
It's haunting. It's weird. There's it's a side scroller with a lot of adventurous stuff happening, but then there's also these weird 3D elements where you're walking through different cubes, or almost like Contra, like dun 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 dun, dun, but you can go left and right, and it's more maze-ified. Ultimately, you're trying to save a mermaid. I don't understand why it exists as a game and why it's called Goonies 2 and not just Goonies, but it was a good game.
Okay.
Sorry that
Okay,
was
that was
way
good.
out of place.
That was good from what I talked about. That was good content for that minute.
I've completely forgotten about what you were talking about.
Basically, it's the same thing, kind of, except that it has a lot of prisoners breaking out, which will become not necessarily
This
important.
glass
But
man. This
yeah,
glass man intrigues me.
yeah, he comes up in the next couple minutes too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow, so it's not just a one-off thing.
No, it's more.
I just think
It's nothing important,
A man
really.
made of glass would have to be very, very careful.
Glass with iron fittings. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe it's like I
That
don't
feels
know.
like an ancient sort of Eastern proverb. A man made of glass must be
Like
very,
Mr.
very
Glass?
careful.
Yes.
From
man.
Unbreakable.
A man of glass must not wear metal fittings.
I mean, it's basically the same proverb as don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, but
That old chestnut.
different. Have you guys seen Thor Ragnarok?
No.
Yes.
That has the best prison characters.
Yes.
When you talking about the prisoner sequence made me think of Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
But there's a character in Thor Ragnarok who unfortunately isn't revisited in Infinity War. No spoilers, because I know we're all going to
We're gonna go see it tomorrow.
Me for the second time tomorrow, because so I'll give you all the spoilers.
Don't you do that.
But that guy, you know who I'm talking about in
Yes.
Thor Ragnarok. That's a great character.
It
What
is.
is his name?
I don't know.
I don't know, rocky face funny guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocky face.
Rocky face mountain high.
Yeah.
If you're not doing anything, Ryan, let's stick around and watch. No, you gotta go hang out.
I got stuff.
He's got a life.
I got things.
Maybe I'll give you.
I have a real.
I'll give you an
alive
illegal
girlfriend.
copy. I'll give you an illegal copy of Thor Ragnarok since everybody knows about our treachery.
Oh, then Mike Seibert outed us.
So I guess it's time for the. Do you guys feel the haunting element?
It's getting. Oh God, it's cold in here. Ooh,
Jesus Christ!
ooh, shivers. I can see my breath.
Okay, we can.
I am the ghost of the iconic moment.
You know. All right. Who wants to go first? Caleb, you got an iconic moment for this? Do you remember this moment?
Yes, I do remember this.
All right.
God. I don't know. Yeah, I do. I mean, the smashing in the mouth, hard to overlook.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites, but I just like again seeing the Dinobots doing something effectual, like that that matters and makes their presence necessary.
If the whole teeth of the Sharkticon smashing out scene would have been contained in 1 minute, that would probably be an iconic moment.
Sure.
No matter what. But build on what you just said, Ryan. Like the Sharkticon from the inside of Grimlock's mouth is pretty
awesome.
pretty good little scene here.
And seeing Wheelie do something, and most importantly, not speak, was nice.
Does he speak again in this movie?
Yes, he does.
When and where? I'm trying to. Oh, because they're gonna the ship. All right. Well, we'll get to that maybe next recording.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Fellas.
Next time on the Autopod Decepticast.
We will see that loyalty is not the Sharkticon's most dominant trait. And we'll also debate, without the Matrix, is there any hope at all?
No hope at all. Maybe.
All of that in
And
your...
no other things.
We're only going to concentrate on those things in our next episode, 62, Autopod Decepticast. Listen to us, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and tune in. Check out the social media. We're on the Twits, the Facies, the Instas, all of them at APODcast. I can tell the guys don't like my shortening of that, those social media accounts.
Circle that.
And of course, there's also our web presence at autopoddecepticast.com. God damn, this is a lot of contact information dialogue.
We just want to make sure.
We love you
people know how to
guys.
get a hold of us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and on the website, I'll put like some Princess Bride stuff, maybe some extra content on there. So yeah, check it out. That's about it.
Caleb, anything you want on the website?
No. Why you looking at? Why you pull that on me at the last moment? Yeah, all the cool stuff. Put all the cool stuff on the website.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
That was-
Cybertron!
I didn't buy any of those little, like those things that came, the Nintendo and the little mini Super Nintendo were loaded with games. Did you guys get those? You didn't
No.
need it, I guess.
I haven't. I have thought about buying, actually, the most recent episode of AVGN. He plays Earthbound. Do you guys know that game? It was for SNES. But I had never heard of it, and apparently it has a huge following. Like, it has one of the characters is in Smash Brothers from that game.
Oh, really?
And it's an RPG, but set in the modern world.
An action RPG?
It's
Or just an RPG?
just an RPG. I
Okay.
mean, you do things like in towns and stuff, so it's like Zelda or whatever.
Gotcha.
Except that the act, like when you're fighting, it's an RPG, like Final
Okay.
Fantasy,
Gotcha.
or like Chrono Trigger, kind of like that. He mentions that your eyes, but anyway, it's a very strange game. But that's on the SNES, like classic or whatever. Because on eBay, the actual game that came with a booklet whenever it was first sold is like $600 to $900. Wow. So. Yeah, if you
Be
want
on the lookout for one of those at
yeah.
a thrift shop or something.
Yeah, I do have our ET.
Hey,
Which is-
that makes you a true collector.
Frustrating and terrible, but not
What
as
was-
bad as everybody says.
What was that game where? Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Maybe you were UFOs or something, but you're flying around. You're shooting like everything you can, but helium balloons. I remember this is a game that you and I would play at your mom's house when we were kids. It was
Not Moon Patrol, because that's one.
not Moon
That's
Patrol.
one I still need.
No,
to
this
get,
one was
but-
nuts. Like it was crazy. Like there were always enemies all over the screen. Like it got hard eventually. And among the things you had to shoot up were hot air balloons.
I do
It
remember
was like-
that. I don't know what game that is.
Nah, oh well.
Well, I'll tack this on as one of the things that you hate, and maybe one of our listeners will tell us what game that is.
I don't know if I did an adequate job of describing
It's
it.
your UFOs.
I don't know.
you shoot
There's
things.
something you're shooting, and actually,
I believe it's a shooter.
it is a side-scrolling shooter. It's kind of like Moon Patrol, but just way crazier. 'cause
Yeah.
what you're shooting makes no sense, and there's just a lot of enemies, a lot of shootable things. And I think you're flying. I don't think you're on like a rover.
Blow cells, where we sell good.